started a route because there was no roads to carry mail from Palm Beach to Miami. There's one way to look at history, and there's another way to do it. Today we're going to do it the right way. We're going to follow the same trail. We do it exactly as the Barefoot men did back in the day. They're the true ultra runners. They did it twice a week. Today's route should take us about 45 miles on foot. Originally, they came from Palm Beach. Right now we're at Boynton Inlet. They came down the inlet in a boat, usually landed somewhere in this area, and then the Barefoot Mailman would take off his shoes and hit the sand and take a trek. Now originally it took him 3 days. He would stop in Del Rey, stop at another house called Lauderdale, until he made it to Haulover Inlet in Miami, which is where we will end today. Unfortunately today, we're going to try to do a little bit faster than we did it back in the 1800s. It started about 1885, and the last time was in 1892 when they finally built the road and mail was carried by horse. Today, though, we're going to commemorate those original mailmen. We're going to do this barefoot, and we're going to go right across the inlet under our own power. Something not many people have got a chance to do, but you're going to get to share it with us. Bushes just to get around because there's no sand. We're going to see this along the whole route. Back in the day, of course, this wasn't a problem. People that built right up or too close to the beach caused major erosion. Those areas, there's almost no sand. Whereas right here where we are, there's some distance for you to run because this is natural. You're going to see that at 2 points, Boca Raton, and also Hillsborough have done Lighthouse Point in sections. They've done a great job of preserving. Running those areas to be a little more natural, like it was during the day. The second thing is, whenever I got swelling on my big till, some of the wealthy people back in the day built piers that went straight out off of their mansions. Unfortunately, those piers are no longer here, and at this time when there's this much kind of erosion, they're all open. You can see them. The sand has receded, and they're right there. And I caught myself on a piece of rebar jumping off of a cliff. Twice I had to jump at least 6 foot down off of those things. And that's just something we got to contend with today. Last thing is the bottom. Lifeguards will call the bottom how hard or soft the sand is. This is not sugar sand. This is Big Tony Beach. I'm not running on the road. I don't really find one point in those first several miles where I didn't sink at least 6 inches. So it's going to be a true 45 miles today running in this soft sand. Miles in. Something else we learned, you can turn the camera over there, you'll see a big barge out in the water for sand replenishment. We seem to think here in Florida that if we suck sand off the bottom of the ocean and put it on the beach, it's going to fill it in, we'll have a beautiful beach. But what we've learned in the past is that it lasts for about 2 to 3 years and then it's gone. And most of the sand that we suck up from the bottom has E. coli and other bacteria in it which aren't good for you. It's also softer, which means whenever there's any kind of waves, it takes it out. It's an answer, temporary, but we definitely need to find a better one.
Ready.
All right, little science lesson. We always wonder how the Barefoot Mailman dealt with conditions. Today it's unseasonably cold, wind chills in the high 40s when we started. What I've learned along the way is the water is not that cold. The water is about 75 to 78. So on cold days, what he would do is run right down by the water and stay a lot warmer. If I stay right there, it's about a normal day for me. My feet aren't freezing or getting cold because I'm in a cold sand. I stay right on the hard sand, right where the water's touching, and it keeps me warm. Same thing would work on a warm day. The water temperature isn't as hot as it is outside. Say we get an 85-degree day, the water temperature is 75. You're going to be much cooler running down by the water. So basically he used the ocean to keep the temperature where he needed it to make the trip. Okay, right now we're in Boca Raton, this is Spanish River Boulevard. About 7 miles ago, 6-7 miles ago, we passed the first stop. Mailman would stop at a place near present-day Atlantic Avenue in Delray Beach, and he would sleep overnight in a house of refuge, kind of like a hotel. So right now he would be into his second day worth of his trip, and in just a few miles we're going to hit our first inlet, Boca Inlet. An inlet is where the water from inside goes out into the ocean. Now obviously there isn't a beach over that, so I can't run over it. So we're going to take different means, surfboards and boats to get across. In the old days he used to take a rowboat that he had at every inlet. So we're going to basically do exactly what he did.
Go, Mark!
Famous mailman because he tried to cross this inlet right here at Lighthouse Point, Hillsborough Inlet. Somebody had taken his boat and put it on the other side. So Ed took off his back pack and put it on a tree over here in his clothes, and he tried to swim across and get his boat. Unfortunately, at the time, they believed there were some alligators in the area, and Ed's body was never found. Now, you know, being a lifeguard here, we know that the currents pull, especially when there's a heavy rain, which you said there was. We push it out, especially going towards a low tide. So I have a feeling that Ed's body was probably washed out into the ocean. That's why they never found it. But he is the only mailman who ever died, and probably the most famous, and that's why he has a statue right here at beautiful Lighthouse Point. All right, we're at Las Olas Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale. Barefoot Mailman would have stopped already for his second night at another refuge house here before he ended up going the last 10-15 miles. So we're about almost 29 miles, getting closer to 30 miles in here, just a little bit. And
are by Hallandale Beach. That is free.
Here he is, the final leg here.
Make some noise.
Woohoo! He's going to the end.
Congrats.
All right.
There you go.
This man is a machine.
It's a machine. He's
Superhuman.
That inlet right there is 45 miles.
Okay, this is Haulover Inlet. We're done. This is exactly where the Barefoot Mailman ended. Got in the boat right here. He'd sail down Biscayne Bay to Lemon City. If there was no wind, they had a row. That was the deal that they had. But amazing all the years they did it. Mail was only late 2 times that they know of. The first time was when Ed Hamilton obviously was killed at Hillsborough Inlet. The second time E.R. Bradley found, I guess we could call whiskey barrels off of a broken down Spanish ship, and drank a little too much and got lost for a day. So only twice in all those years was a mail late. And I can honestly say after doing this whole run, those guys were tough.